What is going on, guys? It's Joe Young coming at you another video for the week, and today is a sad day indeed, but it needed to be done. The rack is finally taken down. As you can see, I drained all the water, and actually the buyer is coming up today to pick up these 3 tanks. I'm actually keeping one of them because I may end up putting that tank either on the top or the bottom over here somewhere, and then that's going, and then all these stuff in the bottom is going too. All right, and that is that, guys. 3 of the tanks is sold. I kept one of them, and I'll show you in a second what racks it's going to be in. The sump I kept just in case if I decided to plumb the same system here. That right there is also sold. That was the 40 gallon breeder for the auto top off. And then right over here, the 20 gallon long that was over here for the quarantine tank, that sold off. These are the overflow boxes from the other system over there, and up top is a 33 gallon long, and I am most likely going to sell this one off too, probably sometime next week, and tear it down and whatnot. And then I already have a interested buyer, so they'll pick that up, so no problem there. I'm thinking about putting that low boy up top here and doing something here, and then putting that sump down here. This other sump is probably gonna go unless I use this for a different setup. I might not, I'm not sure yet, but the big sump is gonna go down here so that I can plumb the low boy into one sump down here or something here with that whole rack system here. I'm not really sure yet, but we'll figure it out down the road. Alright, so let's move on to some more interesting news instead of the depressing downgrade on the racks outside. So I've kept this rose bubble tip anemone for actually a while now, probably about a year and a half since I've had it. It's actually split multiple times. I've actually sold, a lot of its child. I've actually been eyeing on some nicer and higher end bubble tip anemones. I actually wasn't sure if I could actually keep them alive, and really the rose bubble tip is probably the cheapest bet. That looks really nice, and something that you guys can all get into. They're only around like maybe 40-50 bucks to get. You can experiment, try them out. If they do well, you can kind of jump into these higher end bubble tip anemones. Actually, over the weekend, I actually sold the last 2 rose bubble tip anemones, so I actually get a new bubble tip anemone. So I actually hit up Ty, a local hobbyist. He actually keeps a lot of very nice SPS corals and high-end bubble tip anemones. Ty was actually kind enough to show me his reef tank, his actual setup. It's a very gorgeous, heavy SPS setup with very beautiful fish and a lot of frags in the back. And actually I was able to talk to Ty for about a good hour and just, about the hobby itself and about some of the SPS stuff that he had, some of the high-end stuff that he had, and just to kind of get to know him. And Ty is a very, very cool guy. Now, he actually had a bunch of varieties of bubble tips. I decided to go with the Colorado bubble tip, and this is actually from Elite Reef. He actually bought this specific bubble tip way back in 2015. Ever since, it's been splitting, it's been growing very nice, and he's been able to share that bubble tip anemone with other reefers. Now, right now, the anemone is about 2.5 to 3 inches fully open. It's still on the smaller side, but, it's actually a pretty decent size. The one thing that really stood out on the anemone is the actual footing. The footing was like a marble color to it, and Ty was explaining this to me that, this is how you actually can tell from a fake Colorado Sunburst, and a real one is by its footing. A lot of people can tell by its footing, and also by the tentacles, the colors, and all that. But the very first thing that you should check is the footing itself. If it's marbled, then it's a real deal. If it's not, then most likely it's a variation or a hybrid or something that looks very similar, but it's probably not the real deal. Now, of course, the clownfish instantly hosted the anemone, no problem. These guys are used to other anemones, and I don't, see them not being used to them at all. So it was a great thing. I placed it literally as the anemone was dropping into the tank. It already was like protecting it and like trying to host it right away. So that's pretty cool. Now, if you guys are interested in some of his frags, go check out Farmer Ty Frags on Facebook. He's still working on his actual main website, but you can contact him through here. He has tons of SPS, high-end SPS, a lot of the very, very high-end bubble tip anemones. And, just check him out. Like, very cool stuff, like sick SPS. He also has a YouTube channel. I think he goes by Farmer Ty.
Actually, a lot of his form tag is Farmer Ty, so if you actually just Google Farmer Ty, you'll probably see a lot of his picture. Leave a comment below, guys, if you guys are interested in maybe having me come out there and do a tour, a tank tour, or something like that, where he can kind of show us like his setup, his tank, his SPS, what he's running. What's really cool is he was explaining to me that his tank is a no water change setup, so all he does is just fill up the evaporated water and just dose for lost trace minerals. He does 0 water change in this whole SPS system, which is insane. So if you guys want to see a tour of his setup, smash the like buttons, leave a comments below so that I can know that you guys are interested in seeing it.
Alright guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this week's update on the reef and on some of the tanks outside. If you guys aren't subscribed yet, make sure you guys are subscribed, and like always, until next time guys, peace.